We'll start with kind of a Redskins-related story. Al Saunders, who once was the offense coordinator of the Washington Redskins, is now a wide receivers coach in Cleveland. He was asked about Terrell Pryor, and he believes Terrell Pryor will make the Pro Bowl this year.
Wow.
He says, I'll be shocked if he isn't in the Pro Bowl. He's going to have that kind of year. Of course, Terrell Pryor is the free agent pickup to replace Deshaun Jackson or Pierre Garçon, however you want to look at it, but should be the number one receiver for the Redskins. Last year with the Browns, caught 77 passes for just over 1,000 yards, only 4 touchdowns, but you would expect that he's going to be the main target for Kirk Cousins in the red zone this year. I mean, this is Jordan Reed, but in terms of wide receivers, Terrell Pryor. What type of numbers, Cakes, if you had to project Terrell Pryor's numbers with the Redskins this year, give them to me.
I love to bet on Redskins wide receiver numbers. I think Terrell Pryor, now this is if he plays 16 games, I think Terrell Pryor, now it hurts him that Jordan Reed and Crowder are there because they're going to gobble up a bunch of balls. If he stays healthy, he should sniff 75 catches. I'm going to go 75 grabs.
I take the over on that, by the way.
I think he's going to go for about 1,250 yards and touchdowns.
It's the Redskins.
He is a big red zone target. I'm going to put him on 9 touchdowns.
I think that's reasonable.
That's a pretty solid. That is a solid output. And, by the way, on a 1-year, $6 million deal, that sort of production
he'll get paid,
gets him a bonanza in 2018 from the Redskins or another team.
Jason's looking at his RotoWire Fantasy Football magazine.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised where they have him ranked. They have him ranked 13th.
You think that's high or low?
I think it's pretty high, but if he puts up those type of numbers.
But, I mean, he steps into the void left by Djax and Pierre. I mean, there are going to be a lot of balls to go around.
I get it. But, I mean, he's going to spread it out a little bit. I mean, they have him ahead of a lot of really good receivers.
Right. Who's he ahead of, like, directly in front of? Who are 14 and 15 on that list?
Demaryius Thomas and Allen Robinson.
Well, they have lesser quarterbacks.
I get it.
That's the deal.
Look, I think Allen Robinson could put up some really good numbers, but he's ahead of, Alshon Jeffrey, Devontae Adams.
A lot of people jumped on the Allen Robinson
Parker, Sammy Watkins.
Robinson had a monster year 2 years ago, and everybody thought he was going to do the same thing last year, and his numbers fell off because Blake Bortles struggled.
Yes.
So it's a matter of can he bounce back.
If Blake Bortles struggles again, he's Dunsky in
Well,
Jacksonville.
a lot of that has to do with the quarterbacks. I mean, I know Paxton Lynch is getting hyped up a little bit in Denver. I saw that. Can't remember which player was talking about Paxton Lynch lighting it up in minicamp. But Demaryius Thomas's numbers have gone down because of the quarterback upheaval.
No, I get it. It's a little surprising when you see his name ranked that high. Now,
and
he could put up the numbers.
Makes perfect sense that Terrell Pryor, given the fact, I do think that Jamison Crowder, his numbers are going to go up. But you had 2 1,000-yard receivers here last year, Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon. Somebody's going to get those yards because I don't believe those yards are going to go away.
By the way,
is Doxson going to have 800 to 1,000 yards?
The Redskins hope he does.
More on Terrell Pryor than Josh Doxson.
See, I've been burned betting on Josh Doxson before. I don't know where to go with him.
Yeah, you kind of have to just wait it out. I mean, if you draft him, don't draft him high, and then if he puts up numbers, it's all gravy.
But I think a successful season for Doxson, 1, stay healthy. 2, if he plays 12 or more games, he has to grab 50 balls. Has to. That's the guy you spent a number one pick on.
I mean, if he plays 12 games, he will.
Teddy Bridgewater likely to open training camp for the Minnesota Vikings on the PUP list, according to head coach Mike Zimmer. Of course, he dislocated his knee and suffered a torn ACL during a practice last August, missed the entire 2016 season. They say he's progressing, but that means Sam Bradford likely to be the number 1, at least the early part of the season, for the Minnesota Vikings. That's a long recovery process.
Well, I mean, it was a devastating injury. Got to take a while.
Richard Sherman.
And by the way, Sam Bradford being the quarterback again just means another down year offensively for the Vikings.
You would think.
Richard Sherman described his relationship with Russell Wilson as professional during an interview on SportsCenter that aired on Sunday, and downplayed the idea that the Seahawks have a locker room into the 2017 season. He said, we're pros. We hang out from time to time. We get along. Everybody gets along. But is my relationship with Russell the same as it is with Doug Baldwin or the same as it is with Bobby Wagner? No. But is his relationship with me the same as it is with Tyler Lockett or Justin Britt? It's just different dynamics, but his teammates were phenomenal. Supposedly, he cursed out Russell Wilson. I don't know if it was practice, minicamp, something, and people are making a big thing about it. Remember, he wanted to be, or there was talk that he might be traded, or he was at least his name being thrown out there.
Drabby, the Seahawks have a ton of running backs.
They do.
They picked up Eddie Lacy. They've got Rawls.
What about C.J. Sosice?
They got C.J. Sosice.
Still there?
They have Alex Collins. Am I missing one or two?
Some guy named Pope. They have a bunch of guys like on the edge of the roster there.
Is Lacy the number one guy right now?
I think Lacy's the number one guy because he's healthy.
Yeah.